Hello, folks, and welcome to the American Bazaar. My name is Vikram Mathur. Today we have with us a very special guest. Now, this is an actor who has played a myriad of roles in classic television series such as Ramayan and Shri Krishna. You have admired his work, you have loved his work, and you have truly appreciated the range of characters that he has played. Reports say that he played over 60 characters in Ramayan. I'm talking about the one and only Mr. Aslam Khan. Welcome to the American Bazaar, Aslamji.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Mathur. I just want to thank you for interviewing me, and I want to thank all the viewers who are just watching me on this live.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Uh, I want to start from the beginning. I'm sure viewers would love to know where you were born and where you grew up.
Yeah, Mr. Mathur, I shall start from my childhood. I was born in Jhansi. You may be knowing the historical place Jhansi, where Jhansi of Rani, you may be knowing Jhansi of Rani also. So I was born in Jhansi, and it is now called as Bundelkhand. So after I was born, when I was just 1 month old, my parents shifted to Mumbai, and from then I was born and brought up in Mumbai only, and I started my schooling in Thane. From Mumra, it was just 6 kilometers away, so I had to travel by train from Mumra to Thane. And my father, he was working in railways. He was a senior TTE, a ticket collector in railways, and so train was free for me. So I just used to move from Mumra to Thane by train, and my schooling days started. I used to love to go to school, and my in my school days, I was a good athlete. I was a good basketball player. I used to take part in athletics, football, basketball, and I used to also enjoy swimming also as well. So this was how I spent my school days. I used to participate in the school basketball competitions, and when I completed my schooling, after I just means after intermediate, I was trying to search. I was in search of a job. So I just asked my father to join the railways. So he told no, and he just denied for that. So after that, I just one of my friend, he was just means he in the same society where we used to stay. He was staying in the same society over there, and he just asked me after the vacations were means the vacations are going on, and I was just means at that time 23 years old. He just asked me to just accompany him. He was just a stage artist and one of the groups called Yatri. So he was a, means he used to just act in that group, and after on in the same days, Vikram Vetal, Ham Log, and the TV serials, these all serials started. And that time he just asked me to join the serials also and just come with him. So I just went with him and just started some doing some small characters in Vikram with. So I just started to with one of the dialogues. I just remember it. It was "Chaliye Maharaj ne aapko bulaya," and that was with Ji, our famous Deepika ji, who used to play Ramayan means Sita character in Ramayan. So after that, when I just finished that dialogue, it was the first day I got that dialogue, and I thought it is a very miserable day because I don't know how to speak the dialogue, how to just give the to the cameras. and so on. So I thought this is my first and last day, and I will just quit shoot. So after that, when the second day started, all of my friends was who were just accompanying me, they just told me that Aslam, you can do it. Okay. Probably when the days passed, I just started means just concentrate on the shoots of the artist. I used to just look and just admire their experience, how they used to act, and so on. The Vikram Vetal is passed on. And when the Vikram Vetal wind up, uh, Raman and Sagar ji started Ramayan. So it was means just when he started Ramayan, one of our chief assistant director, he just told me that why don't you come for one of the audition, which was of Sant Tukaram. So he just called me up, and I just went to Sagar Villa, means where Raman and Sagar's bungalow. And at that, from in the morning, I found that many of people and artists were just a crowd was there. So I just got very means hesitated that I don't know whom he will select. So at that time, he just called up everybody and he just looked at my face while he was, I don't know what he was thinking about me. He just told the assistant that give this guy the character of get up of Tukaram. So when I got the character, I got the get up. He just asked me whether you can play back. So I told, okay, I'm fit for that. So on the next day, I came for the shoot. I was just finalized the character of Santaram who wrote Rama in Sanskrit. So when he started this shoot, it was a bhajan. So I just played. It was a playback. I just acted for that, and after playing that means the character was over. He just came and just patted me. So it was very means very incredible day for me. So I thought this is my start, and really I've done something for Raman and Sagar and in Ramayan also. So it was a great day for me. So since then I started to play characters in Ramayan. So our shooting was we used to shoot in Aurang, where it is the border of Maharashtra and Gujarat. So where there we used to just stay there for 15 or 20 days. Our schedule was there. So the full schedule was about 15 to 20 days, I think so. And we used to stay there only. We used to just enjoy life, and we would just in the morning get do our makeups and dress and just go for shoot. So this was how I just started my Ramayan. I started doing different characters in Ramayan. It was a great time, and I just did many characters. And my main favorite character was Samudra, which was with Ram when he just was very angry, and he just told me, "Why are you late?" So I was just means very much shivering and just came out of the see and just told sorry I was late. So that was the character, and I still remember of the dialogues. If you can say, I can just repeat it for
Yes,
you
yes,
in
of course,
Hindi.
of course.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the dialogue was that, "Hey Prabhu, आपके सेनापतियों में नल नील नाम दो भाई हैं बाल्यकाल में बड़े शरारती थे वो ऋषियों का सान उठाकर नदी में फेंक आते जिससे दुखी होकर एक बार एक सिद्ध ऋषि उन्हें श्राप दिया कि वो अपने हाथ से जो कुछ भी पानी में फेंकेंगे वो कभी डूबेगा नहीं आज वही श्राप आपके काम आ जाएगा नल विश्वकर्मा का पुत्र है। इसे शिल्प कला भी आगे। यदि ये दोनों भाई आपस में मिलकर समुद्र के ऊपर सेतु बांधने कार्य करेंगे तो लंका तक एक ऐसा सेतु तैयार हो जाएगा जिसके ऊपर से चलकर आपकी सेना समुद्र के पार पहुंच जाए। मैं वचन देता हूं कि इनके डाले हुए पत्थर और इनसे निर्मित सेतु में स्वयं भी सेतु बनवे इनकी सहायता करूंगा। सो दिस वाज द डायलॉग।
Amazing, amazing.
How you'll get
Remember that. I remember that scene very clearly, and it's forever etched in the minds
it.
of viewers all over the world. Something I wanted to ask was that
Definitely,
you worked with the legendary Ramnan Sagarji, or Papaji as he was known. Could you tell us a
definitely,
little bit about what the experience was like working with him and what you learned from him?
definitely. Mr. Mathur, my experience about Papi is that whenever he used to come, first I'll tell you one of the story of the Samudra Deva, which I recollect. Uh, when he just gave me the character of Samudra Devta, at that time, the job was given to me, okay, and I just learned the full speeches, the full dialogue of Samudra Devta. And when he called me up on the set, one of our special effect director, Mr. Ravik Nagash, so he asked him to just shoot for the character for him. So he was told to shoot, but when he just saw me, he just rejected me. So I was just rejected from Samudra Devta. So one of the assistant went to Papaji Ramayan Sagar's room, and he just told him that particular director is not means taking a shot. So he told, okay, wait, I'll come, I'll shoot for him. So when he came at the set, he saw me, he just asked me, Aslam, are you ready with the dialogues? So I told, yeah, Papaji, I'm fully ready with the dialogues. You can just shoot. So he just told me that first we will take one uh, means rehearsal for that, and after that we shoot. So I told, okay, I'm perfectly well with that. So he just started, and he just asked me to speak the dialogue. So I just started with the dialogue, and the assistant all just told Paji that he's perfect with the dialogue. You can shoot. So when he just started shooting, I just finished the shoot, and there was a pin drop silence. He just told me, Munde, तुसी ग्रेट तूने कर खाया. So that was his words. So he told me that you done it. Okay. So it was a great day for me, and that day I remember still now. And about Papi Ramanan Sagar, he's a legend. Okay, he's really a legend. He used to just select the character, means not just nowadays everybody you see Ramayan, many people have made Ram, but that Ramayan which we have done it was something different from these. Okay, so now these Ramayans people just come with, means they are built up good personality. You can just speak dialogue and they can just shoot. Okay, but Papa was a person who used to just look at the figure, your way of walking, your way of express means expression, your face expression, your body language, each and everything. He used to count, and then only he can. He used to just select particular character, whether he is fit for that particular character or not. So he used to do in such a way, and then only used to take auditions, give them dialogue, and afterwards the there was a meet also with the directors. Sons were there, Mr. Mo Sagar, Mr. Prem Sagar, Raman Anand Sagar. All the family members, those who were there, the meet, they used to sit and just have a meet where we used to means finalize this character or not. So this was the thing. He used to finalize the character this out. So that was a very great thing. And I just want remember one thing when he just gave me one character in Krishna, and that was of a blind person who was means just very much love with Krishna. Means he is blind, but with his own heart, he used to see Krishna. In that way, the character, one playback song was there, and he just asked me to do that song, and I just did it. And he just he used to dare me. He used to just come and tell me when while explaining only, he used to put the whole character in me. So that was something very great when he used to just explain the artist how to act, how to do that, and tears used to come from his eyes while expressions and everything was on his face. But when he used to start explanations, everyone was fully pin drop silence there, and every art used to just listen to him what he was telling, and those who listened and those who just grasped his whatever saying there. So he used to do a very means he used to give very beautiful shot. Means that was a way of explanation he used to do. So that was a very great thing in him.
Amazing, amazing. And you know, I was telling you before the interview that for me, my earliest recollection of having seen you on screen was on Krishna. That was the first show I ever watched growing up. So my grandparents, my nana and nani, even though I was born and brought up in the U.S., they exposed me to Krishna. It's the first thing I watched. I learned Hindi first while watching the show, and then
Okay,
I learned English only when I
great.
went to school. And I became very spiritual actually as a result of watching Krishna. And my
Okay.
earliest recollection of a role of yours was it was the story of Samudra Manthan, and you played a demon who, you know, the Amrit is being circulated by Mohini, and you play a demon who changes
Right.
his form.
Rauketu.
Yeah.
Rauketu.
That's the first time I saw you on screen. But one role I wanted to ask you about was
Okay.
you played the Mahamantri to Kans in Krishna. I believe
Yes,
Chitrasen was his
definitely.
name. Chitrasen. Uh, could you tell us a little bit about what it was like working on that character? And this is something that a lot of viewers have also asked, but what the experience was like to work with Vilas Rajji as Kans. What was that like?
See, Vilas Raj, he was a stage artist, first of all, and he used to love, means acting was in his, means full soul, you can say. He was a great artist, and when he just used to act on the set, it was really great because the expressions which he used to just do it was very great and full of means meaning and full of thoughts, means it was on his face. So that was something we used to learn from it. Okay, because he was a very great stage artist, and on the stage he used to perform very loudly. So while performing that same things, it was very easy for him doing for the camera. So I used to learn. I learned from many things. He was a very so gentleman also, and he was just a good friend of mine also. Because we used to sit and the whole day because I was the Mahamant, so I used to just be on his left only, and Chandud was on his right. So both of us were, and both character were parallel to Kans. So that was something very great when I worked with him. And Kans means Mahamantri character was it was just a negative character, and full of fearful characters. The person who you look at them, whether it is Kans, whether it is Mahamali, whether it is Chandu, so they were very means just villainish. So that was something very great, and many of these we used to do in a very powerful way. So that was something everybody means audience used to like it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I remember that. I mean, there's so many roles that I remember. I remember also there was like a scene where they're giving the backstory of how Guns was born, and I think you played
Hmm.
a demon who takes the form of Ugrasen because Ugrasen's wife is waiting outside. I think it was Kuber's Sainik. I think that's what it was described as. I remember that very very clearly, and then I also remember that very beautiful moment on the show when in Krishna when this is right when Sudama has entered Dwarika and you play the guard that goes to Krishnji and you're expressing that Sudama is here and you're describing only through hand gestures that what he looks like and then Krishnji immediately
Dwarpal
yeah
character.
yeah could you tell us about that scene what it was like because that's a very powerful emotional beautiful scene do you remember anything about that
Yeah, definitely. I'll just speak about it also. This character, it was very emotional also. And when I just start doing this character, Mr. Mathur, it was really an emotional character also because I used to play Kans, Rama means Mahamantra, and directly I was just shift to this character. So after doing Mahamantri, I used to do this emotional character. So it was little bit difficult also, but I did it in the way Papaji and Motiji just explained me the character that this is a emotional character and one song also there. You must have means seen that song also. I just did some gestures also, and after that some tears came from my eyes, and Krishna ji just started running after saying that he's a friend. When I told him that he's your telling that he's a friend, so he told, "What is his name?" So I just told him the name also. So he just stood and just started running towards the gate, and behind after him, I also just means just walked up with him at the same time. So it was very beautiful character. It was means just picturized in a very beautiful way. So that was with Motiji and Anji. So both were there. So both of them just did a great job. So it was very good for us.
And what was a typical day like on the set? Were there a lot of rehearsals? What were the hours like?
We Hours means there was not such means we used to sometimes work for full day and night. So if the shoot if some requirements are there from the Doordarshan, we want the episode urgently. So we used to means 24 hours, day and night, and we don't means even sleep also at that time. So that was also some days were there, and after that just started means you used to get up in normally we you go at 9 o'clock to the makeup room after getting our makeup and dresses. We used to just be ready, and after in the evening it was just 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. By that time we used to work. So it was really the same routine, and we used to enjoy it because it was not a continuous shot. We used to get lunch time also, tea time also, and some setup change setup, and everyone used to enjoy, sing songs, just listen to music, and these all things used to go on. And by that time, when I started my career in Ramayan, so when I used to be free, I used to just stand in one of the corner and just look at the of Ram, how he used to just express, how was his dialogue delivery, how he used to means learn the dialogues, means his memory was very sharp. So once read means he is ready for the shot. That was his sense of you. So it was great. He did a very good role, a character. Ramji means was just a god, and his smile was very decent. I loved his smile. So he was a very powerful character, Ram. He did a very good job. And Saji, it was definitely a good match. Means Ram Sita, which Papaji just selected him, was really great because Sita was also very beautiful. She was also playing the same as Ram did. Sita also was parallel with him. With means in every scene, she used to also work the same way how Ram did. So it was great shooting with them on the set, and I just observed them very minutely that how they. So in the starting, I learned from them only because I was a non-artist. I just went without any training, without any godfather. I don't have any backing, and I just went stepwise and just reached the a little bit higher. So that was my mission. So I learned from them a lot.
Amazing, amazing. And for any actor, one of the most important moments is when they are out in the public and they get recognized for the first time. Do you remember your first moment when you were recognized in public?
Definitely, Mr. Vikram, I was recognized in the public when you used to just after up when you used to come back home in the train. Many people used to recognize us because I was a person who played many characters, as you know. So everybody used to say that this is the guy who you can see Ramayan everywhere. So those were the dialogue from the audience which I used to listen day with after tomorrow with every person. So that was really great for me. And those days, social media, no mobile phones, nothing was there. And after 33 years, amidst the lockdown, when Ramayan re means it was retelecasted, then people noticed me very minutely, and I was just famous because of the memes of engineer brothers and uh, whatever many meme makers there. So it was a great time for me. I loved that because I got famous throughout India and abroad also. So that was a very great thing. I got fame. So it was very great moment for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you have so many fans, you have so many people that admire your different characters, and it really is amazing to see that you know since its original airing, Ramayan and Krishna have seen even more love than when they originally. I mean, of course, everyone
Definitely.
knows when they originally aired, they were such a phenomena, but now, I mean, a whole new generation is seeing it, and people are loving it even more and more. And yes, because of social media, all the news and everything surrounding it is also circulating more widely. So, are you still acting today, or have you moved on from acting?
No, I have just moved on since last 7 years. I've moved on from acting. because when I was just my last series was Hawaiian. I did with Ravi Krishnan. That was my last serial on Doordarshan, and I left my acting career when I did Jai Mata Ki, when I was doing the character in that, Durvasa Rishi, which was directed by Punit Sarji, who did Duryodhan in Mahabharata. So he was the director in that serial. And when I did that character of Durvasa Rishi, it was a very villainish character who used to just means curse one of the kings. So at that time, the dialogue which I did on the set, everybody just gave me a applause. So that was a great movement, and that time, same time, Punit Sarji just came to me and he just told me that Aslam, whenever I will direct a film, I'll get you one character in that. It may be any character, but I will give you one character. So I told it's so, sir. So when he started Love, a serial, a film which was of Salman Khan and Arbaz Khan. It was of all police
Gar,
inspector
gar,
characters that was of goons.
yeah,
So this film he started and I went on the Gar. So he just told me, yeah, your character is coming. So it was great that he just remembered me and he was just telling me that your character is coming. So I was just thinking that after this film, I will just click whether it is a small character or a big character. A character is a character for an artist because if he does that character in the same way how the director requires it, so it is a very great thing. And if he does it a very proper way, the audience also likes it. So that he told me your character is coming, and once when I just went on the set, he just told me, "I'm sorry, someone else had that character." So I told, "Okay, sir, no problem." So from on that day, I thought that now this industry is not secure for me because means after 30 years, means when I was 30 at that time. So I thought by now, if I'm not getting a good character, so when I will get in future. So I just quit.
got it, got it. Well,
So that was only the reason I quit from the industry.
well, you are immortalized in all our hearts with the roles that you have done, and you have so many fans
Okay, thanks a lot for
all
that.
over the world, and we do hope that you do come back to acting, and we can see more of you. Before I part, do you have any advice for aspiring actors and actresses who want to come into the industry?
Yeah, definitely. Because nowadays it is a very means it is a craze for every young newcomers who just watch movies, web series. They just love it. And they just want to be an actor only. So acting, it is not so easy. I will say that. It is not so easy as one thing. Okay, you have to work hard for it. A person, a born actor, you can see on his face that he is an actor. But one who is means he just want to learn, so it is difficult for him because he has to learn each and every steps. Because if a dialogue is given to him and he is told that walk from this space and this mark, so he can't walk because he will just shiver, he will just move right, he will just move left, and he will not walk properly in the same way, in the same direction, and he will not take light, and he will not speak dialogue properly. So that is something very different. So it is means I'll tell our newcomers that if you want to first learn each and everything, how to act, how to speak the dialogues, how to perform your means speech, your voice should be good, your eyes expression should be good, your face, your beauty, your figure, your body language, everything in every way should be perfect. Then only you can get success in the industry. This is all what I want to say for the newcomer.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your pearls of wisdom with us, Aslamji. I must say that it was an absolute honor and
Oh,
pleasure to have the chance to speak with you and to learn about your career, to learn about your roles and your experiences while doing them. And I'm sure that for generations to come, people will continue to see your work and continue to love it and continue to be
definitely.
inspired by you and your versatility. So thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mr. Vikram. Thanks, my audience. I love you all. It
Thank
was a great experience.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Okay,
folks.
thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, folks, for watching the American Bazaar. This is Vikar Mathur signing off. Have a nice day.